The beginning starts with a little bit of talking, and there's always the music that goes like this. And then Brando comes in talking really, really fast. Hey, listening to Commander Cookout Podcast, episode number 200. I'm Sean Tabaris from the Commander's Brew. Very honored to be a part of this. F.U. Smitty.
You're listening to Commander Cookout, episode 200, and I'm Zach.
I'm the winner of the Vegas Rotisserie Draft, and they are not.
Hey, you're listening to Commander Cookout Podcast, episode 200. I'm Kermit the Frog.
Hi, I'm Lenny.
And I'm Steven. We're from, well, really we're mostly known for being the degenerates occasionally shouted out on this show.
Anyway, despite being two of the milky whitest motherfuckers around, Brian and Brando passed the spice test with flying colors.
Congrats on 200, guys.
Hey, you're listening to Commander Cookout Podcast, episode 200. I'm Dana, and I'm here to talk about hockey, round bacon, mail delivered by Moose, and quality nationalized healthcare.
Hey, you're listening to episode 200 of Commander Cookout Podcast. I'm Max, and I want to make sure you all know that goblins are the worst tribe in EDH.
Hey, you're listening to Commander Cookout Podcast, episode 200. I'm Sean Connery.
Hey, you're listening to Commander Cookout Podcast, episode 200. I'm Mr. Commander Fry from CMDR. Just wanted to say hashtag we're coming for you, Jimmy, hashtag Howard, hashtag second, hashtag Vorthos, third, hashtag congrats on episode 200.
Hey, you're listening to Commander Cookout Podcast, episode 200. I'm Kyle. Now, two Canadian dudes who don't know if a bear is a 2-2 for 2 or their mom's favorite romance novel are going to talk at you.
Hey, you're listening to the Commander Cookout Podcast, episode 200. I'm Jimmy Wong.
And I'm Josh Lee Kwai. First of all, F those CCO boys.
Yeah, why don't you listen to a real podcast?
My feelings exactly. Now,
hit our
theme song.
What? I'm the one that says that. I'm Brando, and I'm here with Ryan. This is Commander Cookout Podcast, episode 200. Now hit our theme song! Hey, Ryan. We're back for yet another whirlwind adventure. How you doing?
Good. What is going down?
Whole ton is going down. It's a very special day here on Commander Cookout Podcast because it's about a week after your birthday. It's the day after my birthday. It's a Thursday.
Yup.
I can't think of any other reason this is special, but we've got an action-packed, super fun show built up for everybody today. We're going to talk about the state of the Commander format, some crazy-ass decks. We're going to address some things happening around the world today. But before we do any of that, we have to thank our official sponsor, FusionGamingOnline.com, your source for all your gaming needs.
Very much so. And if you listened to the pre-show yesterday on the YouTube channel, and you should subscribe, I went to pick up all of the stacks of packs to crack.
You got it on the first try. That's excellent. You were practicing that on the way here.
This is our 14th take. I went to go pick them up, and the post office now closes at 6.
Sharply at 6, because they're government employees, right?
Well, it's inside of a Shoppers Drug Mart. That's like a Walgreens if you're from the land of the free. And then that is inside of a mall. The same mall that we go to the bar at and our LGS. So the post office inside the pharmacy is closed. The pharmacy is closed, but the mall is still open because it's under construction. It doesn't matter. I don't have the packs, but we do have a winner from last week. And being episode 200, this is the other reason that it's special. We're giving a pack away.
There we go.
That's it.
Yeah, we got there.
That's it.
We figured it out. Who are we giving it away to?
One guy got it.
Just one?
One guy that I could find. Everybody was Zedru and Xenagos.
Good guesses.
Yes, X going to give it to you. I'm not sure why anybody guessed Zedru, because that's a Z.
Well,
or a Z.
He gives stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And then the X, I guess, I never even thought of Xenagos.
Xenagos. I didn't either. I wouldn't have said, we wouldn't have done the fucking, the X going to give it to you thing. Xenagos would sure stomp your dink.
He certainly would, but not as hard as Roshin Meander, it turns out. Did you listen to last week's show?
I did.
And you should have too.
Yep. The winner. Ooh. The winner.
Oh, I like it.
Jacob fucking Greaser. So I guess get after us either commandercookout@gmail.com or on Twitter @CCO Podcast. Let us know that you listened. Let us know that you are interested in getting a pack out of the dirty old pack sack.
Wow.
Went there.
They just keep
again.
coming. I like it. The pack sack, by the by, is Canadian for backpack, and what we use for backpacks up here is just an old dirty toque. And we just put a drawstring around it, throw it over our back like a Santa sack, and away we go.
Yeah, and the next time I see Max Crandell, I'm going to tell him it's booster packs, and I'm going to throw it at him, but it's going to be full of bricks. No, you know what it's going to be? It's going to be booster packs, but filled with like little sheets of steel and then resealed. And then I'm going to take like 15 of them and duct tape them together. And I'm going to get like 10 of those. And then I'm going to put them in the pack sack to crack. And I'm going to whack them on the head with it.
You're going to crack the pack sack and then whack him?
On Max.
Wow.
I know that doesn't technically rhyme, but it does
can't-
have an X in it. And we were just going to fucking give it to you.
Wow.
I'm upping my game, man.
Yeah,
It's a new decade.
It's an exciting time here. I can't think of why. It must be the Thursday energy coursing through our veins.
Yeah, I'm not hungover, which is important.
I'm a little bit. Yesterday was my birthday, so I'm a little.
Yeah?
I'm
Still?
A little,
It's like the evening.
well, I'm old now.
Oh.
I'm an old man now, Ryan, and old people are useless. That's not true. I'm still very sprightly, and old people have lots to offer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they know lots of stuff, and
hey,
yeah.
Speaking of old people, we've got some patrons to thank.
Are they old?
Maybe.
They are people.
They are people.
Excellent. We're halfway there.
And some of them could turn into old friends by episode 400, maybe.
Oh, that'd be sick. I love having old friends. They're way better than new friends. That's not even true. I love new friends too.
Whatever.
Having friends is cool.
Let's do some thank yous, some shout outs, some FUs, because we're going to have a greater thank you for all of CCO Nation in general, because it's episode 200 and it's going to be extravaganza.
How did this happen?
I have no idea. First shout out. Thank you.
Okay.
And FU. And we've got a double.
Oh, shit.
We've got a double masters thank you, because we've got two different Tims. Scissor Sister Tims.
Okay.
Tim Rack. I just made a joke and I missed the Tim Rack joke. Damn it. Tim Rack. Maybe one day you can crack some packs in between your rack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tim, thank you.
Thanks,
Big
Rack.
shout out and the Rack.
No.
Oh, hey, the Rack.
We can just call him the Rack or Tim's Rack.
Or Tim's Rack.
Well, he might have. We don't know.
Yeah.
We
I
don't
like
know.
the Rack. That
I like
sounds.
the Rack.
You know what? That sounds like the Deech.
That's a real nickname. Yeah.
The Rack.
I'd go with the Rack.
I like that. Next, Tim.
Was it Rack with a C or Rack with just a K?
Just a K, baby.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. I like it.
Yeah. Next, Tim. Tim Rayburn. This is Tim Rayburn that we met in Magic Fest Las Vegas.
Ooh.
The place that we would be fucking exactly right now.
Yeah, we would be there right. This would be the first night of. We'd already be like half drunk.
Oh,
we
yeah.
all would have already gone for tacos with that Mexico machete guy and shit.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Yeah.
You know what? Not even bad.
Tim Rayburn. Neat. Tim not getting sunburned in Las Vegas.
But isn't it a brand of sunglasses also?
That's Ray-Ban. Tim sunglasses.
Sure.
Tim lives in Texas, so I'm sure he's used to some amount of warm weather.
I guess.
I don't know. We're not. It rained all day today.
God damn it.
Yeah. Tim, no sunburn. Welcome. FU.
Buddy.
Yeah, especially FU. Next one. Chris Fitzgerald. Chris Fitzgerald.
That can't be his real name.
Ah, yeah.
Crit Fit?
Crit Fit. I love it. That's his real name.
That's definitely his real name. That sounds like a deck, doesn't it?
Yeah, like
Crit
Nick Fit is a legacy deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crit Fit.
So Crit Fit could be submit the deck. We'll do an episode on it.
Get brewing. Get it onto Discord or commandercookout@gmail.com. I think I already said that, though.
Hell yeah.
Next one. Thomas Swan. Ooh.
Tom Swan?
Tom Swan? He'll Tom Swaddle you? I don't know what that means. What is
Well, it's like
when you get Tom Swaddled, what does that mean?
Do you want me to pull up Urban Dictionary right now, Ryan? Because I will pull up Urban Dictionary right here on episode 200.
Oh,
I will tell you
look
what
at
Tom
the
Swan
light
means.
is coming out again. We fixed it from the pre-show.
Damn it.
Getting Tom Swaddled. We're not
I'm
going to
getting
Google
Tom
it.
Swanned right now.
That's when you get stuff in your eyes that you ought not to want to get into your eyeballs.
Yeah, that you took precautions so that it didn't happen, but then it happens anyway.
Yeah. Like those little windshield wiper glasses that some guys wear on internet movies.
Are those real? Those can't be real.
Don't,
Those don't exist in
Don't
real
Google
life.
it. Do not Google
Yeah, don't
that.
trust us.
You got to move closer to me, man. Nobody can see. Ooh. Is that better? We're all snuggly and close now.
Just like in real life.
Tom Swan, wiper sunglasses, big FU. Last shout out, 3 first names.
Oh, shit.
Not just 2, but 3.
Oh, shit.
Travis, James, Cole.
Parker.
Give them 4 first names. I think that's the standard MO, isn't it?
Yeah, we got 3 first names. Go for 4.
Go for 4.
Yeah.
Thomas, James, Cole, Parker, welcome to the nation.
And FU.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And since we're on it, since we're on the nation and FU, big shout out and FU to everybody else in the nation that is, and we're not just saying this because you're our nation, but the best online nation that there is.
Shit, yeah, dude. We're not at GP Vegas right now, but every time we're online or anywhere, every day feels like MF Vegas to me, and that's pretty cool.
Yep. We had some. I know that they're patrons, but they and supporters of the show, but just randomly they were on Twitter. Oh, the Vegas vibes, the Vegas shoutouts. And last week we were invited. I couldn't go because I was out of town. Or no, I don't remember what I was doing, but I couldn't make it to the Zoom call or whatever.
Yeah, I was on hour fucking 13 of my work day at that point. So I couldn't make it.
Sorry, guys. But I know, what is it? Ginger Joe, Chris Von Doom, Lenny. FU Lenny.
I think Max was there.
Max was there. I don't know all who was there because we weren't there, but they got on Zoom just to talk about Vegas and talk with dude bros.
Yeah, so I think they set up like a monthly meetup and stuff. It's really cool. Yeah, it's neat that you go and you make these connections and you make these friendships and stuff. And I think maybe everything that's happened over the last couple of months has even been I don't want to call it a blessing, but a gift in disguise. Whereas I think a lot of us have made friends that we maybe wouldn't have made otherwise. Yep. And we've spent a lot more time talking to people and interacting with people that you maybe wouldn't. You know what I mean? Would any of us have really jumped on the VDH train?
No.
If COVID hadn't happened? Probably not.
No, because things like just randomly getting a Zoom account onto your computer or Google Hangouts account because you had to for work. Oh, I just have this. It'll be easy, right? Or Spell Table. Spell Table wouldn't have been a thing because there wouldn't have been no online MFs, no Commander Fests. Wizards wouldn't have bought Spell Table. So yeah, and I don't do it very often, but I get invited lots, and it makes me feel good every time.
Yeah, we got this great platform, this new thing that I bet you it endures going forward. I'll definitely keep playing when things go back to normal.
Yep.
And that never would have happened had everything not gone the way that it did. So I think maybe this was a better year for Magic than we thought, so long as moving ahead, things kind of go back to the way that we all want them to be as well. And then we integrate those things together.
I got a thing. Ooh. I got a thing that we got to talk about. We have to address something. And I'm going to do it, and it's on episode 200, and we've been around for 200 episodes, and we're going to be around for 200 more. So if you want to shut us off right now, because I'm going to tell you to, we're going to be here. So the Black Lives Matter movement, we cannot go episode 200 without talking about it, because there's been some more, I'm going to call it unrest, some protests, some boycotting of major sporting events, and shit's got to change. And we've got a platform that we want to use to kind of raise awareness about it. And we said in the past that we're pretty far removed, but you said last time that everybody should be the change that they want to see. Everybody get moving in the right direction. That means register yourself to vote and actually go out and do it, and don't just make up some excuse. I'm too tired. I got to go get groceries, or I'm working. No, there's laws put in place that you can vote regardless of what you're doing. So make it happen. Peaceful protests, those are a thing. They can happen. You should go out and do them.
Yeah.
When you do, wear a fucking mask. That's number 3.
Wear a balaclava mask? Like a skeleton with the...
If it's going to keep water droplets from leaving your body or entering your body, fucking wear it.
Okay.
And you've seen all the creative ways to do it, right? And if that means face mask, face shield, whatever it is, do it. 4th, and probably the most important, learn, listen to your marginalized friends, and you don't even have to say anything. I took all of July just listening to people, and I talked to cops, and I talked to penitentiary guards, and I talked to ex-convicts, and I talked to my black friends and my indigenous friends that live here. And it's this pandemic of racism isn't isolated to the United States. It's fucking everywhere.
Yeah, and it's not like it's new either.
Yeah.
Right? But now that the light's shining on it, maybe maybe like a dirty rotten cockroach, it'll go somewhere where we can stomp on it.
Stomp on its dink.
Just like last week. Go all Roshin Meander on its ass.
Yep.
And there's no reason not to.
Yeah.
Because it turns out, and I've said this lots of times, both in real life and probably here on the show, there's nothing more badass than treating other people with respect.
Ooh, yeah. You know what? Yeah. I remember you saying nothing more badass than treating your wives or your girlfriend with respect. I don't remember what episode that is, but somebody in the nation has heard that recently if they're listening through the backlog. And you know what? In a year or 2 years or 300, 400 from now, maybe we can look back on this and say, hey, remember when we fucking said this? Well,
yeah, just still good advice.
Yeah.
So just be cool to each other, you guys. And I know that stuff sucks, but it doesn't have to, and it won't forever. And I think as long as we all are moving towards the goal that we want, and the goal is a better world, we're going to get there. So let's all do that.
Word.
Yeah.
Word. When things open back up.
Ooh.
When they do, and this could maybe be a good vibe.
Oh, I love good vibes.
We could maybe play against some Brando decks.
Oh, Brando decks. I've been inputting them all onto archidect.com.
Hey, good vibe of the week. Brando's doing something outside of his normal MO.
I'm learning a new thing. I've learned a new skill, and I'm really enjoying it. So that's a thing.
Okay.
So we've updated some. We've got some topics that I think kind of spin off of that, because when inputting a few of the decks the last couple of days, I noticed a thing that is, I don't want to say it's disturbing, but it's distressing enough that I think it's worth addressing, and the resolution to the problem, I think, is the main thing that we should focus on today.
All right. Well, you've got some decks, and we've got some stuff that I kind of have written down on the show notes. New template for the show notes too, for our editor Ian. Big shout out to Ian on the YouTube. You should go check us out.
Yeah, we were trying that on the pre-show, but the sun was just giving me
yeah. I got some show notes written down that I kind of want to work into what you're talking about, and it's going to kind of all tie back into kind of what we've gained and what we've learned and what we've built over the last 200 episodes, because that's a fucking long time.
I'm going to say it again. I don't know how this happened. I just don't know. It's like when you go out to your garage, right?
Well, I think... go ahead, yeah.
And you're looking around. You're in your garage. You're like, oh, all my tools and my things are out here. This is cool. And then you go out like the next day and you have a wasp nest the size of a Volkswagen Beetle in the corner.
Yep.
And you're like, how the fuck did this happen? That wasp nest is Commander Cookout Podcast. And we're all up in your shit and you can't get rid of us. And I like it.
Oh, man. Yeah, you got to burn us out with an oily rag and some high-pressure water with soap in it.
Definitely the soap.
Just straight capsaicin.
I smell soap, I go running. And now that people can see me a little bit more, like, you guys know.
Well, you know what? One last thing before we look at Brando decks, and I'm sure we're going to wrap it up with this in the final thought of the day, is like, we put out this show and we just wanted to talk about Magic and do it and kind of further your career as one of our goals. Kind of the only goal we had at the time when we started the show, right?
Yeah, and look at us go.
Look at us go. And it's like people out in CCO Nation that wanted to listen to us that kind of kept it going, right?
Yeah, so we owe everything that we've done and gotten to you guys. And with any luck, we'll be back this time next year. We'll all be raising beers way up in the air and drinking them.
Yeah. In our butt.
Butt chugs.
Yeah. I thought we were going to be talking about different stuff again with like those wipers and stuff, but...
Here we are,
butt chugging.
Who knew?
All right, let's look at some decks.
Let's do it. Hey, one more thing before we get to the decks. We forgot to say who the answer to the guessing game for the week was.
Oh, fuck, we suck. We're so bad at this
We've done this. What were we saying? We did it 200 times. Maybe 14 of them were good.
Yeah.
I'm glad that people listen to those 14, though, because...
I wonder which 14 are the best 14.
Grimlock, Tressorhorn, that one that we did 13 decks, and that one that we did 4 decks that had 0 builds.
I think people like the Damia list. The Damia
the
Rats list that plays like a Bell Tower Sphinx or whatever.
Yeah.
And people like the Spy Kit one where we're just greasing all over people.
Oh, yeah, we were shitting on the
Mask of the
Scrap
Mimic
Gals.
and retraced image or whatever.
The one that we took down
the dirty stinking Scrap Gals.
The other...
We've outlasted Scrap Gals.
The number one...
Games and Hobbies podcast on Podomatic.com.
For like 2 years running?
Oh, baby.
Where
Took him down. Next, we're coming for the Christian Coalition outreach.
Did we announce the winner yet? I think we forgot again.
Oh, fuck.
It's fucking Omnath, Locus of Rage. Jesus Christ. It's in, what the hell is that that product even called?
Commander Spellbook Green.
Is it Commander Spellbook or is it like Magic Spellbook?
I have no idea.
Because
Commander Green.
It's obviously a Commander product 'cause it has Command Tower and Sol Ring in it. By the way, I expect to see those cut from lots of decks now that they are officially green. Right?
They're not.
Maybe they
Why did we need a green Command Tower? Give us a fancy forest. Then, you know what? Throw the LGS as a bone and put a foil forest in there that you can only get in that product. And then everybody's going to be wanting like 15 of them.
Do the foil forest, but you can only get that one in the one that goes to the game stores.
Yeah, baby.
That'd be
Throw
smart.
the LGS as a bone, make them buy an extra case. And I'll buy a whole case if I need 15 forests, as if I play that many basics in any deck. Oh man, we were just talking about that on the way up. Hey, like you're making Blood Moon better all the time.
Every day, Blood Moon just keeps getting better. By the way, if you've added Blood Moon to your deck and you've taken a picture of it for some reason, remember to tag me on Twitter. I love seeing that.
There it is.
It's one of my favorite things. I've had 4 or 5 of them in the last couple of weeks. It makes my heart swell with pride.
At CCO Brando.
Yes, sir.
Make him swell. I was going to say make his pants tight, but it's his heart, so make his shirt tight.
Yes, with my heart getting larger. I hope, but not too large because that's a medical condition. We don't want that to be a thing. Okay, actually that. Commander Spellbook Green, or whatever the fuck it's called, actually spirals into what I was going to talk about because one of the decks I added, 2 Architect, actually plays almost every card in it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I was really surprised, actually. It doesn't play the
Freyalise
or the Omnath, but it plays the other 6.
Bane of Progress, Seedborn Muse, Sylvan Library, Worldly Tutor, Sol Ring, and Command ET.
Yeah, so maybe I might get one of these so I can just pimp out that deck.
That would be cool. You could buy a foil one.
That'd be neat if I can find / afford one because there are actually some expensive cards in.
These are going to be they're going to command a little bit of a price tag. See what I did there? What's the deck? Is it a new deck? What have you built recently since episode 100 where we did Zada? And we're going to do Zada again because we did Zada as a pilot episode 0 and then 100 and we were saying, hey, why don't we do Zada again? And we were like, I don't know.
Yeah, they haven't really... my Zada list doesn't exist anymore and yours hasn't changed a ton. It's been tuned. It's been tweaked.
Oh, she's tweaked.
But I don't think overall it's really changed that much. It's more just included more efficient versions of things that we're already doing.
Yeah, you know what? Like, one new card was printed since last year at GP Vegas. That's Modern Horizons, the Fists of Flame.
Right.
Everything else has already existed and found its way into the deck just for efficiency, combo, protection, etc. So not a whole ton of changes in the old Zada list. Still will rake anybody over the coals, though.
If we're looking at raking with goblins in mono red, you know what did get built very recently?
The Mucks.
The Mucks. Goblin gang beating is what I call it. And it finally gave me an excuse to do the dirty, rotten combo goblin shenanigans I've always dreamed of.
Haven't you? Do you?
Well, I've done it before.
Yes.
But not to this.
Efficiency level.
How good does it feel to go from, oh, fuck, I guess I'll activate my scroll rack because it's my only permanent, to, okay, sorry guys, I win. Do you know how good that feels? It's super good.
It's pretty good.
It's a good feeling. If you look at the deck, it's exactly what you'd expect from a Mux deck.
Yeah, it's got the what's his name?
Conspicuous
Snoop combo, and it's got like Goblin Recruiter, Goblin Ringleader, bunch of haste enablers, bunch of pump guys, bunch of token guys.
Yeah, it comes out with like the instant win combo, and if they somehow disrupt that, then you just kill them with all your dudes.
Yeah, kill them with all your dudes. You got Cranko 1, Cranko 2, you got Skirk Prospector. Yeah.
It's fucking fun.
Yeah.
But let's get back to the deck that the Commander Spellbook Green was going to go into.
Sure.
Because it's the one that really sparked me to think about, holy shit.
Yes.
We got to talk about this on the show. The deck is called Your Heart is a Muscle.
Hey, that fits right into what we were just talking about.
It does. And I can't take full credit for this. I did lift the list originally from a dude on tappedout.net. His name is Two Hand Touch. Both of the O's are zeros in the name. It's a CEDH list. It's my CEDH list. It's a Gruul Stacks list that I've been tweaking and playing around with. And I'm doing my best to only play old, janky, ratty, beat up, white bordered shit if I have it.
Oh, or just... oh, yeah. Okay. I didn't know that. If you told me that like a little while ago, I got you. I got you, fam.
If I had some... like
no sleeves?
Here's the reason we're talking about the deck, Ryan, right there.
Oh.
And that's why it doesn't have sleeves.
That's why it does have sleeves.
It does have sleeves.
Yes.
Two layers of them. And you know how much I hate... Should I give him the number?
Give him the numby.
Here's the number. And remember, this is me
Why
playing...
so much money?
This is me playing the most janky, jacked up versions of cards that I could find. I would go to the LGS, say I want this, and whatever they could pull off the bottom of their shoe, this is what went into the deck, and the deck costs, in US dollars, $3,617.03.
That's like $500,000 Canadian.
That is enough to go to the moon and almost back.
That you could finance Mars too.
In Canadian money, yeah. For one deck. And it's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yes.
Is that not outrageous?
So why are we talking about? Okay, so Magic costs money. I think everybody knows that.
We talked lots about that, and I think that it's just the surprising amount of it. And we've talked about it over the last, call it 100 episodes, where $300 is the average cost of just a commander deck.
Yeah.
Of a budget, fairly well put together commander deck is $300. When we started the show, $100 is what you'd be looking at to spend it.
Right.
And now if you want to play, I don't want to say at the big boy table, but if you want to play something that this is competitive and I aim to win the most games as quickly as possible with protection and backup, it costs you $3,000 fucking dollars. And it's ridiculous. And this isn't a call for reprints.
Because we've gotten a ton of those. We just talked about a product a couple weeks ago that gave us reprints, or last week. We just talked about Commander Green that gives us reprints, right?
There's lots of good reprints out there. There's lots of things trying to bring those prices down a little bit, but they're still really high.
Yep.
And
you know what? Hold on. I don't want to wreck your train of thought, but prices are going down. Like, look at the price of, and it just sprung to mind. It's not really a commander card, but it's not a commander card. Noble Hierarch, once $70, now $18.
Still pretty good.
Yeah. Dark Confidant. I almost pulled the trigger on a Dark Confidant on FusionGamingOnline.com. CCO exclusive CCO Fusion 5 promo code gets me 5% off of $40 Canadian Dark Confidant. So whatever 5% off of that is, it's like $38.
So it's come down
it used
10
to
or
be
15
80.
of our dollars. Yeah, like it
used to be 80.
No.
Yes, I traded a full art foil textless cryptic command for my Dark Confidant. And I was like, see you later, Dark Confidant, before I had a lands deck where I never fucking drew anything with a mana cost. Right now I want a Dark Confidant, and it's like it was $80. And I'm like, fuck. Okay, I guess I have this cool cryptic command. Can trounce noobs with it, right? Whatever. And now it's like $38 with CCO Fusion 5 promo code.
There we go. So prices are coming down, but there's still a lot. And I think that the thing that people should be looking at, and the reason why I wanted to talk about it, is I think people, if you go, the link will be in the show notes, right?
To the deck?
To this deck?
Yeah.
Okay, go look at it. Take a look through it, and you're going to see that it's full of a bunch of jank garbage and a bunch of really high-end, expensive
Well, how come you got foils in there then?
Because they were the shittiest versions that I had.
Oh.
I could only...
you have your decks updated with the versions in there.
Yeah, everything that you look at on Architect is the physical deck that I own, that I hold in my hand.
Yes.
I've taken great pains to do that, and it takes a long time, but I'm very proud of it.
Okay.
And also, if somebody steals my shit, I'm going to know.
I'm going to know exactly what I had.
Know exactly what I had, and then I'll cry about it.
Yeah, that's never happened before, eh?
Exactly. Just once.
Just once, Beta Bayous and fucking
Foil.
Bazaar of Baghdad's and
foil
Rishadan ports.
Rishadan ports, god damn it. Now I'm triggered, Ryan. It's episode 200. I'm triggered as hell.
Sorry.
Look at the deck. Think about it for just a second. And ask yourself, does the deck look like fun? if you're a Gruul Stacks player, or even somebody that just appreciates a solid
Well,
control
who's the commander? And then ask if the deck is fun, because this deck is going to do what this commander does, and if you like it, then you're going to think it's fun, because
it's Rurik Thar the Unbowed.
Whenever anybody plays a non-creature, Rurik Thar deals 6 to them, right?
Yeah, and it's a 6/6 with vigilance and reach that attacks each combat if able.
For 6.
And he will beat you down, and he comes out on turn fucking 3 in this
because
deck.
you've got a lot of either fast mana, but more than anything mana dorks, and that's how you make your mana despite not wanting to take 6, right?
Exactly. We've got 27 ramp cards in the deck, and there's like 11 things that basically fuck with people's ability to do the same thing, because lots of other people
like
ramp
stacks cards like Null Rod and Blood Moon and Magus of the Moon, and then you've got like Wildfire and
Decree of Annihilation, Jockle Hops, Destructive Force.
You don't give a crap because you've got all of the ramp in the world, right?
All of my land, all of my mana.
I see a
creatures.
Dockside Extortionist in there. Do you play a Teamer Sabertooth?
Oh, I should.
Infinite combo right there. Provided your opponents have like three artifacts or enchantments.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's a good one, yeah.
I should put that in there.
That's a good one.
I think I have one of those. Good call.
Yeah.
I'll test that out. But the point is, you're going to look at it, you're going to say, is this fun? Is this what I want to do? If yes, is that price worth it? Maybe. Maybe. Is this deck built correctly? It does what it's supposed to do.
Well, it doesn't have a Teamer Sabertooth. Well, I'm just bugging.
I don't know. But I've only played like 4 games with it because I don't play a lot of CDH. I haven't lost yet.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm running the table at least locally.
Yeah.
With my CDH deck. And I think that what people do is they look at decks like this, they see the price tag or whatever, and it's not flexing, it's not whatever, it's just, it's out of reach for them. And I think that a lot of people, especially listening to shows like ours, because we like to dunk on people and we like to talk to people, but we've all had that experience where you're at a store and somebody says, why aren't you playing Teamer Sabertooth in there?
Yeah.
Right? Well, I don't have one. Or, I never thought of that, or I don't want my deck to do that. Yep. And I think that a lot of people spend so much time focusing on things like this that cost so much money and are hard to come by and are tuned to do one specific pinpoint thing really well, and they lose the first precept, tenant, rule of EDH, and it's supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
And do you remember the very, very first decks that we built? They were just jammed full of all of the fucking trash in our binders.
Oh. Well, that was fun at the time.
Emrakul's fun. It's a giant...
It was fun at the time before people realized that like Tolarian Academy and Gaia's Cradle were like good cards in the format.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because not everybody was jamming stuff like that. They were just playing shit that you can't play anywhere else. And the decks were built for fun. And I would not say go back to doing that. But what I am saying is if you're sitting down to build a deck, build the deck that you want to build with what you have, or spend a few bucks, then play it. And if anybody tells you that your deck is built wrong, fuck them. Because as long as you are having fun, you're winning at Magic. You're doing it right. And I think that a lot of people kind of lose that.
Well, Brando, whenever I try and build a deck, it's too powerful for my friends. Or I can't do that because my friends all have bigger collections than me. And my cards suck. I never win.
Are you only playing to win?
Oh.
Is that the goal? Are you showing up to your friend's house with a case of beer under one arm and your decks in the other hand?
Yes.
To win, only to win? Or are you there to hang out with your buddies, drink some beer, and play some fucking cards? And you're gonna win eventually. If you know your deck isn't CDH, you're gonna win some games.
How many times when we used to play 16-4 formats, every week was a new format, you bring your own brew, homebrew league where we put in $1 and then we bought some like tables and chairs and beer?
Yeah.
How many times did somebody show up with like, okay, counterbalance top decks, dredge decks, like real decks when we played like Legacy or then Extended? How many times did somebody show up with just like a homebrew with like 14 pieces of removal in it that just won the night?
Yeah.
Right. And I know that the meta was such that it always changed, so there wasn't a meta, right? And that's how those decks kind of get around that. And yeah, you're going to win eventually if you build the deck that you know that you can pilot efficiently, skillfully.
Yeah.
And that leans into the first thing that I want to talk about. When you say build the deck that is fun, and you fucking know it's episode 200, when I'm talking about Pramicon petitioners.
There we go.
Right?
I knew
this is it.
How long did it take? Let's look at the clock. It took 37 minutes for Ryan to talk about Pramicon petitioners on episode 200.
Plus or minus some editing, so I don't know if it's... I don't know.
I did the addition in my head.
Oh.
It's probably wrong.
It's probably wrong. So all the time. Well, Pramicon's a good pillow fort deck. He's a good control deck. He's a good stacks deck because he shuts off a whole bunch of attacks. And in like that mid-tier commander gameplay meta, whatever you want to call it, attacking is mostly how you win. Usually big attack alpha strike type thing, right? Where it's like, okay, player 2, take 40.
Yeah.
Right? That's usually how the games win. So you recognize Pramicon's going to shut that guy off. This guy's got nothing, or I can stop him. That's how I'm going to win. Well, then it's a Petitioners deck. Well, why do you play Petitioners? How come you don't play Phoenix? Is that the mill? Phoenix? Is that the mill one?
Yep.
How come you don't do this? How come it's not Bruvac? How come not this? How come not that? Right? And it's like, no, because I want it to be Pramicon because I like that card, and I want it to be Petitioners because everybody does Athreos, Shadowborn Apostles, Rats. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
How come you don't do this? How come you don't do that? Because I don't have room for it because A, I'm playing 25 or 6 advisors, and B, I want to play Coat of Arms and Shared Animosity, so as soon as you think you're safe, I'm going to fucking beat your head in with a bunch of advisors. Like, that's what I want to play.
I'm going to advise you to die.
Advise you to put it on the table, and I'm going to stomp on it.
With a PUB playmat wrapped around a lead pipe.
Gross.
There we go.
There it is.
That's a thing. Thanks, Max Crandell.
Yeah, that's it. So, yes, more so than just wanting to play things that are fun, identifying one of the things that the cast has done for me is allow me to identify what I think is the funnest thing for me to do, the funnest way for me to play Commander, and with the dude bros and with other people that we meet out in the wild. And you don't have to be a dude bro. You could be a dudette.
A shoot bro?
A shoot bro?
A
she bro?
I don't know, man.
Oh, man, 200 episodes. We never came up with...
Never even thought of that. I just call everybody a dude bro.
A dude bro girl.
No, I just call him a dude bro.
You could be a dude bro. You could not be a dude bro. It doesn't matter who you are. I know the way that I want to have fun, and I just can express that to people now that I talk and think about the game so much. And hopefully over the 200 episodes that you'll eventually listen to Commander Cookout, plus or minus, you can start to articulate the way that we've found it effective to do. And if you're playing Rourke Star Stacks and I'm playing Pramicon Petitioners, we can still have a fun game.
We sure can. And even if my deck is, air quotes, more powerful than yours, the odds of you getting blown out all the way, Flash Hulk's gone. Okay?
Yeah.
Flash Hulk is gone. So we can play a 10 with a 2. Who cares?
Now it's consultation Thassa's Oracle. Whoops.
Whoopsie daisy. But the point is it's fun. You can play anything you want anywhere you want, and the power level conversation it's a lie. First of all, it's important to have, but it's a fucking lie because they're all 7s. We had the Schrodinger's cat conversation. All of them are 7, therefore none of them are 7s. But I think the point is, as long as your deck is fun, then people will enjoy playing you with it because you are having fun. Because if there's anything we've learned on this show, it's that as long as you're having fun, people will have fun with you.
That is the tweetable.
We have learned that in spades over every single human being that we have ever met throughout the course of this show. Nobody ever comes up, oh, dude, you build the sickest decks that are so strong, I win so much. Nobody has ever said that to me, ever. But what people have said to me is that, oh, Brando, you're fucking funny as hell. Your decks are crazy. I did that. And then I took your idea and did something different with it. And they used the fun thing that we had posited for them, and they made it their own, and they made it fun for them, and now they're playing it.
100% agree with the asterisk. The caveat is...
Nobody actually talks like that when they come up to me.
And they add FU at the end.
Yeah.
This is, okay, third asterisk down the list of asterisks. You have to have the nature of fun in mind when you are doing what you said. You can't say, oh, I'm going to just lock the table down or play stacks or control or combo or whatever it is. I'm going to try and win, and winning is fun. You have to have like the good nature of fun in mind. Like if fun was like a little orb in your head, you have to have that at the front of your mind's eye when you're building a deck.
I don't want...
And not Winter Orb. That's not what I meant.
Oh, I fucking love Winter Orb. I think that people run the risk sometimes of bogging themselves down. Like, you know the guy that plays G-level hockey and he thinks he's in the NHL?
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, I know that you're playing the game, you want to play the game, and I don't want to tell you how to operate, but there comes a point where you got to just realize, yo, I'm not a pro player.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this for a living. I'm not going to win enough money to buy the house that flies around like a Zeppelin. I'm not going to live like the Jetsons off my Magic career. I'm here to meet new people, have fun, maybe win a prize or two. And I think once you look at it that way and just think, you know what, I'm going to fucking have fun and make friends. I think that those are the kind of people I like to play with. Not saying that the other people are bad, but I think that the vast majority of Magic players, if we just sat down and played for fucking fun, maybe this game that we're playing, 2 words that incentivize fun because game and play are both supposed to be fun. I think we'd all be better off.
Okay, well, king of the segue here. Let's talk about, you talked about your expensive deck that you do play to win that is fun for you, and if you're playing with other people that want to play to win, that's fun for them. Let's talk about a deck that you played for fun. Let's make Brando nut up or shut up. Put your money where your mouth is.
All right. I got you, Ryan.
Ooh.
I got you. I've got you. I put it up the other day. I called this one the Babe and the Dog.
Huh.
Now, I call it...
It's funny you refer to yourself as a babe. Oh! Kyla's going to hit me.
Because the one commander, Nikara Lair Scavenger, looks kind of like Kyla.
Same hair.
I did talk to Kyla and say, hey, would you ever dress up like that? And she was like, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
With a big, long stick and everything?
Well, I don't know if I could make the stick, but we could definitely make the cape, the outfit, and the hair happen.
Huh?
That's definitely a thing. And my very favorite animal is a hyena, Yannick Scavenging Sentinel. If you followed me at CCO Brando on Twitter over the beginning of the pandemic, I posted the daily hyena in an effort to boost morale and boost spirits. And then they happened to print a hyena, which is Watsy again, stealing my fucking ideas and selling them back to me. Ooh. But I took that, combined it together, and made a deck that I played just for fun. And I'm doing it in a color combination that I don't like.
Ooh.
Because I think that we talk lots, oh, Boros is whatever. It's so boring.
I love Boros.
I do too.
Yeah, but you hate white.
Yeah, but when you mix white with red, and the white is supposed to do red things, it's really good.
Yeah.
Have you seen my Jumpstart Commander deck yet, Ryan?
Jumpmander?
It's going on.
That is so going to be the next thing that Watsy sells back to
It
you.
definitely is. And that deck's going up, so I'm going to show them how to do it. That's the next
man.
one on deck to go up on the site. So, but you look at Boros and Naya. You know, they're all samey. They're big creature, whatever. I think that Abzan is all just kind of dickering around with
plus
counters
ones and counters and
it's efficient removal and whatever. Yeah.
They do some graveyard stuff, but
so, and even when I built this deck trying to not do that, you still got to do it because it's all Abzan can do and still kind of work. But I only played cards that I really like, and one of the main things I could lean on, you know what is really good when you're going to have a creature-based counter-heavy strategy, Ryan? You know what creature type jumps to the front of when you want to do that?
Slivs?
Yes.
Slivers
absolutely play +1/+1 strategy super good, right? No.
I was going to say, well, no, but that's what you wanted me to say.
That's what I wanted to do, so I did it. And I have a deck that's pretty medium powered, but it plays the way I want it to. It does all the stuff I want it to do, and it's fun.
Yeah, despite the name of your categories, boring basics, boring ramp.
Well, that's because boring.
Play, destroy.
What? Well, that's because you play them and you destroy things.
Oh, I
suppose. There's 13 cards right there, and all they do is fuck you up.
Assassin's Trophy, Butthole Breach, Beast Within My Pants, Casualties of War, In Bed. I could just add In Bed to everything, I guess. Generous gift. No, constricting?
Constricting Sliver. Yup. Yup. It's there, man. Mortify, Harmonic Sliver, Mythos of Necroy? Necthroy? Nethroy? There's no C in that word. Who cares? It's fun to say. Look at the picture.
Your favorite artist.
Thanks, Seb.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Now, that's good. Seb was meant to do those ones because all of his stuff looks like finger paintings anyway.
Shout out to our boy Seb.
Seb McKinnon. If you ever want to hook us up with some free preview art, we would preview it.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty good, eh?
Ultimate Troll, hey?
We could get after the artists to give us the art that goes on the cards, and then we could tell WotC what's going to go on the card, and then when we're right, they'll just ignore us anyway. You think by episode 300, they'll finally officially acknowledge our existence?
No. Not a fucking
Not
chance.
a chance
Not
in
a
hell,
chance,
Brando. Are you insane?
I do like, and this is another thing that I wanted to go back to with the fun to play and knowing what I want to play is, let's say I wanted to play slivers, which I fucking don't. But if I ever did,
they're fun.
If I ever did, I would not want to do 5-color slivers. No. Dare I say, if I were ever to play slivers, I would want to play a monocolor sliver deck. It's like when people say, "Oh yeah, I play Varina zombies," or "You could play 5-color zombies now." I play Rakdos zombies or Esper. What's the Dimir zombie? Whatever. It's like, no, mono black or bust. And I got a mono blue Mistform Ultimus everything tribal deck. Like, it's not that I'm trying to be unique on purpose, but I want to play things that I know that other people aren't going to just see, right? And that maybe makes me memorable. Maybe that makes it fun, unique, interesting. It certainly gives people, when they play against me, that unique game experience that we used to talk about so much. And if everybody kind of takes that mentality, or if I can project that mentality onto the table when we're having kind of our pregame chat and they want to play, I want to play my Muldrotha or my Golos. It's like, well, I'm playing Mistform Ultimus everything tribal. Oh, well, okay, well, I've got a treat for you. I'm going to grab my mono green sliver deck. You know what I mean? It's like,
could you do it?
I don't know, probably. There's probably 100 slivers. Just pick the color that's got the most monos. Mind you, lots of them are 2-color though.
Yeah, lots of them are 2. You might have to do 2. I'll bet you could do 2.
Okay.
I just did 3. I think actually I've done 2.
Oh yeah.
I had a red black one that I had together for a while, but then it's just they were too. In order to make the deck go, I had to do a bunch of stuff that I didn't want to do, so that one came apart.
That's fine.
Yeah, this one stayed together because I get to play something that I really like in slivers, in a deck that nobody expects to be. Because you can drop a sliver and nobody's like, "Oh, he's playing slivers, get him!"
Yeah, he's playing Sliver Hive Lord, Overlord, Queen, whatever.
Exactly, because I'm not. I get to finally play my favorite creature type in a deck that normally wouldn't be for me, but I figured it out.
Yeah.
I saw something that I enjoyed, meaning the art on 2 cards. And
I got glasses so I could finally see.
I could see the picture, and I was like, this is fucking cool. I didn't know magic art was good. So
you're like, good thing you didn't pick up a Seb card right off the bat.
I would have just taken my glasses off and threw them in the river. Get out of here. I don't even want to look at this crap anymore.
This is what magic looks like now?
Oh, this is the worst.
That's great.
But you can take anything and turn it into something that you really like. If you're, I don't want to say if you're creative, but just look at what you got. Look at what you like. And just
you know what?
Do that.
Just look at stuff. Just look at stuff. Don't just go to edhrec.com. Like, it's a great site, but don't just go there.
Go to your, we always used to talk about binder builders. Like, look.
You can't binder build no more though.
You sort of can. You know what I found the other day that I am totally gonna buy from FusionGamingOnline.com with exclusive CCO promo code CCO Fusion 5.
What is it?
Magnetic Mountain.
You
don't even know what that card is, do you?
That's a card?
That is a card.
That sounds like a board game.
It sounds like a board game. And a terrible board game from the 70s that's probably all covered in lead paint and asbestos. But it's not. It's a magic card. And you can all look it up, because I'm not going to tell you what it does. But I'm going to tell you that it's going to go in a deck that Brando's playing real soon. As soon as it gets here in the mail.
That's cool. Okay, final thing that I want to say about your unique sliver deck. And it goes back to, for example, my Mistform deck, because that's one of my unique decks. Not because it's unique within the realm of Mistform Ultimus, because they kind of all look like mine, except for foils and dark misprinted Griffin Canyon. If anybody's got one,
send it to me. Send it to me first. I promise it'll be worth it.
When you play unique and interesting decks that people have never seen and don't know how to play against, you're changing the way that they play. Therefore, you're giving yourself a unique experience, even if you've played with your unique deck 400 times.
Because it's unique.
Yeah, it's unique. Like if I sit down with my whatever jank-ass Brando and Kyla Hyena deck, and somebody doesn't know how to play against a 3-color sliver deck because they're waiting to use the removal on that crystalline sliver that gives them all shroud, and you don't have that. It's like, oh, well, I guess I'm going to point this at, F.U. Smitty over there because he's got, an Avacyn, and I want to get that instead of getting these slivers.
I don't care about Watcher Sliver. It's a 2/2 for 4.
Yeah.
That gives slivers +0/+2. We should read one card. There's the card.
There it is.
Watcher Sliver. Could it be card of the week?
I suppose it could be.
There it is. Get your Watcher Slivers. They're not very good, but you know what? As soon as you drop one, people are going to laugh.
Yeah, they're not going to go, why isn't that a muscle sliver? It costs more mana and does less.
And then you're like, yeah, man, but look at that picture. Look at that mono white sliver action.
Yeah, it looks like every other sliver picture. What is your next deck? Should we do one more?
Let's look at one more. Let's look at the one that I think, this is the deck that I usually whip on. It's like, let's have a fun game. And nobody says, like, let's have a fun game. And then they just start busting out their favorite stuff. And rather than going to Norn, especially now that we're playing lots of EDH, I go to Tana the Butt Sower. I don't know if we've ever talked about this, the whole deck.
I don't know.
On the show before, but I know I've mentioned it.
You know what?
Lots.
I get asked lots on Twitter and just through Discord and stuff. Shout out to everybody on the Discord again to put more of my lists online. I don't know. Do you get that? Or because all your lists are online, you just like give them a link?
I point people at them.
Sorry, everybody.
But Tana the Butt Sower is a Voltron deck. That
sort of.
Covers the hole in the Voltron strategy, which is usually you can kill one person really fast and then somebody kills your Voltron and you're like, fuck.
Would you say it covers the butt?
Yes.
Okay.
It sews up the butt so nothing can sneak in the back, so to speak. Because nobody
Not
can
even soda?
Are we talking about different things again?
Probably.
But Tana the Butt Sower is an elf druid 2/2 for Gruul. That's red, green, and 2. How many Gruul decks do I play?
17. Half as much as mono red decks.
Yes. There's at least 3.
I think so.
And that's real life. She also has Trample because she's a 2/2, and that makes perfect sense. Whenever she deals combat damage to a player, create that many 1/1 green saps.
Well, in case you're playing against your own Rurik Thar deck and they play all their 1/1s, they can double block or take 1.
So you smash in with your big Tan, and there's a whole bunch of equipment, and I call them robot lions in this deck because it's Voltron. You suit up your Tana, you smack the shit out of somebody, and then you're left with an army of Sapperlings, and there's a whole bunch of stuff in there that's only built for huge token strategies. So it flips on a dime, and then you crush everybody with a Crater Hoof Behemoth or something.
Oh, you know what that is? That's a strength that we frequently outline in decks that are of the casual variety. Is they can switch strategies. So you're Voltron, you make all these Sapperlings. Oh, no, just kidding. You're going to kill my commander? I guess I won't pay 10 for it. I guess I'll pay 8 for a Crater Hoof, save myself the 2 mana, go get myself a beer.
Exactly. Or you can pay 6 to suit up a Sapperling and just keep going.
How many times have I been beat to death by a Sapperling that's all suited up in this deck? I don't think it's ever happened to me, but I know for sure it's happened to F.U. Jesse.
It has definitely happened to F.U. Jesse.
Oh, man.
But again, it's just a deck that's built to be fun. There's glaring holes. You know what I can't do in this deck? At all?
Cast a Tymna and be a CEDH deck?
Block a creature with flying.
Oh, seems just as bad.
Yep. I can't... And I didn't build that in there on purpose. It's just there was nothing that killed flying things that I thought was super fun. So I got my Decimate. So
that could kill a flying creature.
So I can kill one flying creature, and that's all.
Well, or if there's any artifact creatures with flying.
Oh,
I suppose you can get your Steel Hellkites.
Or enchantment creatures, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, get your Chromanticores.
Oh, yeah, baby. So maybe I can kill a couple. With one card, I can get them.
Yeah.
One out. Always play to your outs, kids. And it just so happened to work out that way. I don't care. I'm not going to take out things that are fun to put in like a raking canopy or a hurricane. Although I love hurricane. Well, I should play hurricane in this deck.
Oh yeah, I play Hurricane and Squall Line in my Enchantress deck.
Ooh, I should play both of those. I have both of those.
I took a page out of your book, playing my red win cons that are actually green in my Bant Enchantress deck.
There we go.
Yeah, there it is.
I like it. It's
There it is.
everywhere.
You know what I just put into that deck? Get
tell.
this. Get
Oh,
this.
I'm excited. I'm excited. Tell me.
Circle of Protection green.
Why?
Because I can activate it and not die to my own hurricane.
Oh shit! There's the kind of shit that people you don't think about. That.
Yeah.
You think, oh, this is going to be a dead card, but I'm sure that comes in handy other times.
It does. It does, because when are you going to take 40? Well, when somebody's creatures are attacking you, those creatures could be green. They're probably not going to be blue. They're probably not going to be black. And if they are, they might be black-green. They might be green-red.
Does it give you protection from green until
It prevents all damage of a green source.
Okay, so you could like take out individual green things.
What it does is it's an enchantment for white 1. You pay 1. The next time a green source of your choice would deal damage to you, this turn prevent that damage.
So you get to pick the source. I guess.
Yes.
That's sick. I like that.
Yeah, and I could just take 1 off of my Hurricane, which is probably going to be big enough to kill anybody, because I play all like the mana doublers and the untapper enchantments, and then they let me untap enchanted permanents with Estrid.
Do you play Nyx Bloom Ancient and Blade of Selves?
No.
So that you can just power that whole Hurricane with 1 forest?
No, I don't. But I do play the one where you pay 2 life and you can prevent all damage from a certain source. So I just trade 2 life instead of 50. Play Circle of Protection green. I play Replenish for when I get Tranquility blowed out. And I just replenish and blow them out. And the backup plan is Nylea's Colossus, because of course it is.
Yeah, of course.
Nylea's Colossus on the battlefield when you replenish, and you just like, you literally make it like 650 power, 256 power. You double it and double it and double it and double it and double it, and then you just wreck Max Crandel's day, or whoever. It doesn't need to be Max. It could be whoever. It could be whatever host of Commander Central you want.
But what? Hypothetical situation, Ryan. What if Max Crandell is playing a Brash Taunter? See, you just totally wrecked Max Crandell in a hypothetical situation, and then he just wrecked you.
Does Brash Taunter, it takes the damage instead of you if I cast a Hurricane?
No.
It doesn't fly, though.
But the Nylea's Colossus
will
definitely be huge, and he'll just fight it. And then where are you? Mm-hmm. You're in Pound Town, Ryan. Because Brash Taunter, if episode 200 of Commander Cookout Podcast has taught us anything, it is that Brash Taunter is the single greatest and most versatile creature ever printed.
Is it a Goblin Advisor?
Oh my god, we're going to look it up. No, he's just a goblin.
What a chump.
What a rip. As if he didn't have a job. Give me a break. They should reprint him in Commander Legends and make him an advisor.
100%.
Fuck, that's a good card. Have you started on the FU Brash Taunters yet?
I haven't, no, but I should, because CCO Nation hasn't yet. with special promo code CCO Fusion 5, they have not bought Brash Taunters out of Fusion yet. So I should.
Well, somebody's got to do it.
I should just spend all of it and just get all the Brash Taunters, and then I'll just give them out as Christmas gifts.
To all your friends and family. They make great gifts.
Yeah, there it is.
They'll open it up and go, what the hell is this? And you can just tell them it's the best, most versatile creature ever printed.
CCO Brando told me so.
Yeah.
At him on Twitter.
Hey, man, I gave Kyla, what was it? The dog and the cat card for her birthday.
Oh, yeah?
And she's like, oh, this is really cool because it's a cat and a dog. Magic cards make great gifts, even to your non-magic
I thought you meant
friends.
the Kyla and the hyena. I had the Kyla and the hyena on my mind already.
Oh, no.
You're talking about Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, is that what they're called?
Cat dog, Rin and Sari.
That sounds a lot like Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, how come? What were they thinking?
Probably about Ren and Stimpy. Was one of them a cat?
Stimpy was a cat, and Ren was a chihuahua.
Huh.
Yeah.
Go figure.
That's it.
You learn something new every day.
That's it.
And today you were the one that taught it to me, so I thank you.
Yes. And I thank one more time all of CCO Nation. Not only for becoming an awesome patron if that's you, submitting deck lists if that's you, just listening, downloading, interacting. If you're that dick that left us that bad YouTube comment like last week and you used 11 minutes of your time to watch our video, thank you. That was 11 minutes of airtime more than we would have got if you didn't exist. So F that guy, but also F that guy in a good way.
Exactly. And F all of you too. It's been a great 200 episodes. We hope you enjoyed our little stroll down Magic Should Be Fun Lane, which is on the corner of just build what you want to fucking build street.
And dink stomp all of your friends into the dirt avenue.
Yes. I love that a lot. So that's a great place to be. It's in CCO Nation, and that is the most fun place to be in Magic Content Creator Town.
Yes.
And we owe all of that to you because you're here, you're with us. You make what we do so great every single week. And I really enjoy, for my part, being a part of this show. And even if this is as far as we ever got, if this was the last episode, which it certainly is not, I would be so proud of what we've done. I'd be so proud of the mark that we left and of all the people that I got to know who I know will carry on the values of just fucking have fun and shut up out into the greater Magic community. So, and I think that Ryan and I speak for Ryan when I say this, I'm glad that we got to inspire those feelings in everybody, and we're going to continue to do that as we embark on another 200 episodes of Commander Cookout Podcast. Hit our theme song!
Happy 2,000 episodes, guys.
Right. I guess that's where we end it.
Yeah.